Wow.
Wow, this is some really deep stuff.
I don't know what just happened, but something happened inside of me. Something snapped. Something.
I wasn't expecting that
either. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's beautiful.
Monster is like really small, but it had to become that to stop me.
And then the hurt child became present when you mentioned it.
And I didn't realize this until now.
There were things that I didn't remember until now.
Funny. I haven't seen that before.
It feels like I'm the monster. I'm kind of seeing images of things. Of a world where they can exist. This clarity brings all kinds of answers.
It's clear. She hugged me and then went back to her place, I guess, in my heart. Oh, it wants to come out. It wants to bippity boppity boop Cinderella me. She's melted into my chest. It's ooey gooey.
All week been finishing things, cleaning up more, started eating vegetables again last week. And it kind of just started happening. It's almost like I just finished going through a meditation session.
I feel light. When you hit that first joint, in the morning, and
I actually feel a lot more awake.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think that, maybe I just stop talking about her and we don't include this part and we just work with the part that's afraid. That's what I'm arriving at, I think.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think all parts are welcome here, and I'm curious about them, and it sounds like really important stuff that really matters to you and your system.
Yeah, because there's not been a lot of there's just not been a lot going on in my system lately. I feel mostly more peaceful than I have in the past. I think I told you or said in a text that I am navigating a loss, and I feel like that has just quieted everything in a way that I wouldn't choose, obviously, but it feels really some kind of gift.
Yeah. Comes with some clarity.
Yeah. Yeah, and it feels it quiets down a lot of the different voices that have whatever to say, because it seems like they all know. And then in the big picture, I don't know, a lot of the things that normally cause turbulence in here just aren't a big deal. I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah. But this, thing presented itself yesterday, and I just feel like this person is looking for something that she hasn't been able to find. And I just wonder if IFS could be beneficial to her. And yeah, that's it. It was kind of the first thing that I've felt friction around in a while. I mean, I'm having sadness feelings come up as I grieve, but I don't have friction about that.
Okay.
This is like the only, I'm not saying like I've had zero. Everything just feels turned down in amplitude. Okay. And this is like one thing that I felt like actual kind of push-pull within myself about. Okay. And that hasn't happened much lately.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
Okay.
We can get to know the fear, that fear of helping.
Yeah, well, or the fear of thinking that you can help and that you actually don't, which I think has come up in a couple different ways
fear of attempting to help.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
How do you notice it in your body?
It's just like a pulling back. The best way I would describe it is it feels like someone, like a whoa Nelly kind of part. It's like it's a holding back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how do you feel towards it?
I feel respectful of its concerns.
All right.
Yeah.
How's your level of curiosity or compassion for it?
It's good. Yeah, I definitely have compassion. Yeah, both. I would say both are present.
Okay. Me too.
Okay.
See if you can let it know that. Let it know that we'd like to get to know it. And ask it what it wants you to know.
What I get from it right off the bat is just like that it has a lot of like tension in its body.
How does it feel about showing you more of that? Is it okay with showing you that?
I feel like another similar part is present. The humility part that shows up in a really interesting way. So I feel like they're friends.
Can you tell me more about the humility part? What's that? What's its message?
Its message is just like it has its message is always about it doesn't like bravado, and it doesn't like overconfidence, and it really extra values humility. And it's funny, I was going to say down to earthness, and it is an alien. So it's kind of funny to say that it values being down to earth, but yeah, humility is the best thing. I feel like it's maybe, I don't know if maybe it's kind of, if this comes from it and it is disguised in some way as the other part. I don't know. I'm getting weird little images about it. Give me a second. It's interesting when I turn towards that one. It gives me kind of like this shy sort of look, and what I'm getting is like that I haven't checked in with it in a long time, and that it wants to bring me back to it. Although I don't get any sense that it's saying that I haven't been, had enough humility or anything in the way that I move through the world, but just that it kind of missed me, I guess.
Okay.
I'm just like giving it, I'd rather call her a her, I think. Giving her some love and reminding her that she's just fascinating to me. Yeah, I don't think those feelings were coming from her. I don't know why she felt like she needed to show up for.
Could ask her how she's connected to that one that's has the fear of attempting to help.
I think she looks after her in a way. I feel like she's just here to kind of be supportive. And that's what I'm getting. Like, I feel like she can relate to this fearful part, but she's not fearful. She's not worried about the situation.
You mentioned her not liking overconfidence and bravado.
She does not like that. No.
Does she have a concern that some of that is in the air, or?
No,
Okay.
I don't think that at all. She doesn't seem activated in that way.
Okay.
I think she just wants to be near.
Awesome.
Yeah. She seems very calm and like supportive. And the other part is a little bit easier to kind of get a focus on now. And it's just like a very sort of tense, I would say frantic, but that's not quite the right word. But this part is really just so very concerned that it keeps saying like, I don't know. That's what I get from it. It's like this. Yeah, just like a very anxious uncertainty.
Mm-hmm. Is it saying I don't know about the field and the work and the situation, or is it talking about its own experience and feelings?
What I first got when it first started, that those words started coming, it's like the part wants to feel like certain before ever, which as soon as I give the words to it, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But it wants to feel absolutely certain before ever trying, if that makes sense.
The one that does want to jump in and say that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Just let it know that you see it.
Yeah.
Acknowledge it. Ask for space.
Yeah. It was a little judgy.
Mm-hmm. All the parts make sense if we listen to them enough, and most of them don't make sense when we at first. If we just take them for their first, they're kind of by definition radical in some ways. So yeah.
The nervous part, like, and I feel like I'm not doing well with putting my words out today. So thank you for your patience, but
I think you're doing great. I heard from that part that it wants to feel certain before ever trying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does that make sense to you? Why it would feel that way?
It makes sense to me why it would feel that way. Yes.
Great.
Because then, one could, but yeah, this is an interesting little tangle of things, because it makes sense now that humility's there, because to feel certain before ever trying would be overconfidence, like, does that make sense to you, what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. To feel certain before trying something is overconfidence.
Yeah. But this nervous part, it's like, I want, it wants a guarantee of some sort. Yeah. It's very scared. It's very scared.
You okay with it being scared with you? And does it feel okay showing you that?
Yeah, it's like, it has like a sort of a begging and pleading sort of energy to it. Like, no, it's like just so, like hand wringing, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So worried, so just hyper concerned.
Just stay curious. What does it want you to know about its experience or what it's worried about?
I feel like I get this a lot, and it's worried about harming others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, it just has, like, it's still the same. It's like, it feels like it's begging me not to try.
Yeah. How long has it had such worry about harming others?
That I don't have. I didn't get a read on a response to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what I get, if anything, is like always, like,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, always.
Does it have times in your life that that it's highlighting about, like, here's how we messed up, here's the way that we harmed someone, and how it felt?
I cannot access anything of that nature at this point. It just still looks the same, like this begging and pleading kind of sort of posture.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not cognizant of a time where I, overconfidently attempted to help someone. I am, though, aware, and I am aware of times when I maybe like tried to get help from overconfident people.
Right. Yeah, times you've been hurt by those types.
Yeah.
Or those people's parts, perhaps.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reminded of some of our first conversations, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this stuff's it's strong stuff. And there's a lot of, there's a lot of, there's like a whole little conglomerate of parts that seem to wish to protect I don't know what the words should be, but like they want to make sure that I'm nothing like certain people.
Mm-hmm. Is there any other fear that it has other besides hurting others? Does it have some fear about that's how that
Reflects back on it.
reflects or affects you?
It's shameful to be overconfident in those ways. Like if you land in that place where you're overconfidently helping others, that is shameful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like embarrassing and shameful, and that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does the embarrassing or shame, is that a trailhead to any historical kind of exile parts?
Not that feel, like I could dig around for things where I felt shame, but I don't know how to connect any of it. Yeah, I feel like it ties back into like putting trust in other people who were overconfident. I can't seem to feel like something tangible anywhere else. As far as like me feeling shame for having done a thing like that, or
Okay.
And I feel like we hit these same dead ends in the past where it's like the part doesn't want to make others feel the way that I have felt in those situations, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that? I don't know.
If that's what's coming up.
It's like trusting in the wrong people.
Yeah.
makes you feel stupid. And so you wouldn't want anyone else to feel stupid for trusting you.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's the best
Okay.
sense I can make of it.
Okay. So it's working hard to make sure that others don't have that experience of feeling stupid, trusting the wrong person.
Yeah.
Anything else coming up for you for this part that it wants to show you?
I mean, I think that the juice of this part is around one particular person that I, kind of allowed to, the usurp is coming, like that I gave my like personal power or like decision making sort of over to for a short time. And I can't quite understand why it's getting so activated. I mean, it makes some sense.
Yeah.
To me, why it's like, no, we don't want to be like this person. Or we don't want to like, I can't get a word right now, but
it's all right. It doesn't want you to be that person because that would feel shameful. And
it would, yeah.
And it would also make others feel stupid in the way that part of you felt stupid when you trusted.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I get from it.
Okay. How old does it think that you are?
When I focus and I ask it that question, it's almost like all of a sudden it stops all of this kind of movement. And it's like, I don't know. I don't think this part goes back further than that experience that I keep circling, which is 2013. That was 2013. So I was 34 or something to that effect.
Okay.
I mean, now that I say that, though, there are other times before that where I was, looking for somebody to, like tell me what to do. Which, as I'm saying that, I'm like, I was kind of doing that at the beginning of this call too. But that particular one was the most just like, well, felt the most harmful then. Right. Yeah. But yeah, there are other experiences before that where I was looking outside of, I was just looking for someone to, tell me everything and what to do and how to be and what to, how to live my life, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that could also be an exile part, the one that is looking for that. And this part doesn't want to see that in others. It doesn't want to see them looking at you that way.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You could see if that resonates with the part.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this part is that, like, this, I don't know, and I want to be certain before I try and all of that. I just feel like this part is the part that looks outside and wants, someone with authority to make me okay or deem me as capable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Those could also be either this part or other parts, perhaps. Maybe there are ones that don't feel like you're okay and don't feel like you're capable at a deeper level.
Mm-hmm.
Don't feel like they are.
And this part now seems kind of crumpled. It was upright and looking like it was begging and stuff, and now it's kind of curled up.
Does it like being in your presence?
I think so. It doesn't seem like super comfortable at this moment.
Yeah.
It's like it's crying and saying, I want to be okay.
Okay.
But it's next to me. It's like close to me doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just let it know that you want to understand it and its feelings around not being okay.
Yeah, this is some older stuff now. I think like it's saying like I'm I've never been okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is older stuff. It's like I've never been acceptable.
Okay.
Never been correct. Never been good enough. Yeah.
Okay. Just let that part know that you're seeing it, that you're noticing it. Invite it to notice you. Just let it know you want to understand it, that you're here to listen.
Yeah, it's saying like I could never do anything right. Yeah, it's like what I get is like even when I'm smart and capable, yeah, it's mom stuff as usual. There's a part that comes up every time it's mom stuff that's like, more mom stuff. Are you serious?
Okay.
This is another part that is like, I don't think this part in its, previous or current state would ever feel capable or trust itself. Yeah, because despite whatever trying or whatever capability or whatever any other thing, yeah, there's always been a disapproval, or always was. I wouldn't say that that's currently true, but where it comes from,
Right.
we're not good enough. Like,
yeah. Okay.
not behaving properly, not
Mm-hmm.
intuiting the exactly right way to show up.
Okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't believe that. Yeah, it makes sense now that it's like, I want to be certain before I even try.
Right.
Yeah.
And how old does this part seem?
Well, the part itself seems, some of my parts are really hard to, it seems like a small version of like a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
But the feelings that it's talking about, I intuit that it's saying from before it can remember.
Yeah. Okay.
If that makes any sense. It's like it shows up as a teenager, but it has past experience, and it's saying, we could never get it right.
Yep.
Yeah. Like from since forever is what it feels like.
Yeah. Okay. Feeling compassionate for this part?
Yeah.
Okay. Show it that. Let it know you'd really like to understand What was like anything it wants to show you.
Yeah, I'm getting stuff from it, but I don't know. There's a part of me that feels like I should be feeling more emotion. I don't know. Do you find that over time that the emotional response is like less intense, even if, because I feel like this part is really telling me its true feelings.
Yes.
But I'm not, you know how I normally sound.
Check for other parts. So for example, there was a part that came up a moment ago and said, "Oh, more mom stuff."
Yeah.
You know, is that part? And we didn't really ask that part for space. We kind of kept moving. Is that part giving you permission to just be with this one? Are there any others any other judgment parts around or anything else?
It almost to me in this, and I'm very open to being wrong, but I'm feeling like for whatever reason, this particular one that I can watch, I mean, it is experiencing all kinds of emotion in front of me. I just don't feel like that emotion is presenting through my body. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
like I feel as though, and again, I'm totally open to being wrong, but I feel as though I'm seeing her. Hold on. I see me too, though. Here we go again. Sneaky ones. Yeah, I don't. Even when I, like bring myself there where I'm not seeing myself, I'm there and I'm looking at her. It still doesn't overtake me like it has in the past. The emotion of it.
Yeah. And it could just mean you're not blending with the part as much.
Yeah. That's what it feels like to me. I'm with her.
Feeling compassionate?
Yeah. I'm, comforting her, but not in a like, oh, I got to get in here and fix this kind of way, because I'm familiar with that part too. Getting in there and trying to make it go away stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of there, and I'm like, we've been working on this stuff for a long time, and it makes sense that you're carrying all of this.
Does she feel like you get it? You get her?
I'm trying to be sure that I need to be certain. Just kidding. I'm trying to just make sure that she really does feel seen.
Yep. Ask.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I think because I feel. Yeah. She seems a little better now. Like, you know how like when you're having a good cry and then you at some point you start to kind of laugh and be able to breathe and stuff like that. Yeah. She says she doesn't want it. She doesn't want to hold this.
Okay. That's what we can help her with.
Yeah. I'm feeling like what I'm seeing as far as releasing it. I never know what step I'm supposed to do next, but releasing it from her body is what seems to. And it's like she's pulling like a rope out of her throat.
Okay.
It's like it has a big knot in it, and that part was in her throat.
Yeah.
And she holds it in more. It's not just there. It's like it's in her shoulder blades. When I said that, I saw like an image of wings coming out instead. Rise.
Yeah. Tell her to get it out however she can, whatever way feels right.
It's like she's needing to do a few different things. Apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there was a list of
yeah. I'm like touching my own throat and kind of like, just pulling down from the jaw to the collarbones. She's doing that. And I felt like I needed to like physically follow that. There's something at the base of her skull. It's like, almost feels like a claw there. Yeah, it's an interesting scene. It's like she's sprouted these black wings and she's like floating and she seems
it feels
badass now a little bit.
Awesome. Yeah. You could offer a space. Like, does she want to be floating in a particular place? Does she want to come out of that time and be with you or be somewhere else?
Yeah, she looks more adult now too. I get this too. I feel like a lot of my parts are like, I don't want just one place, but I think she belongs. I take back, I think what I feel from her is that she doesn't belong in the like regular everyday world, with the wings and all. She would not fit in too well. Yeah, she belongs in like I was going to say a dark world, but I don't mean it in a sad way. Like, I'm not going to try to describe this scene, but it's otherworldly. Yeah. Yeah, she says, she plans to visit a few different places.
I wonder if the dark world has a power about it
Yeah, that's what I feel.
She didn't feel like she was able to access with the the parts saying don't be too confident or you have to be 100% confident.
Yeah, she's not. I mean, there's definitely like this kind of like a badassery vibe coming off, but it doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel overinflated or, she has like dark eyes instead of having whites. It's just dark. And then she has like black wings and she seems to have a bit of magic about her now, but she definitely did not have before.
Yeah.
I like her.
I like her too. She sounds quite badass.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you were doing the kind of unburdening and the physical stuff, does that feel like that is complete? And would it help? I was taking notes and I just listed some beliefs. And if you want, I could kind of read some of those back and just check with her.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. I've never been okay / acceptable / correct or good enough.
Thank you. Yeah, she's like floating. And as you're saying those things, I saw like these tablets and I can't see but I would assume that those things are written there and she's like shooting these lasers from her hands and
yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Can you say them again just so I can do them one at a time?
I've never been okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Never been acceptable.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Even when I'm smart and capable, I can never do anything right.
Okay.
Never feel capable or trust myself.
Okay.
And that burden of, despite trying, having felt the disapproval or having felt like I wasn't behaving properly.
Okay. Yeah, she seems she's good to go. She's like throwing her head back and laughing. If one were to try to describe it, it would sound like an evil laugh, but I know that she's not evil. She's just like,
she's powerful.
Something else.
Yeah. That's right.
I certainly did not expect this type of, we never expected, but did not expect this vision, the character to become what she did.
She's powerful. She's magical.
She is things.
And she's been exiled. I think earlier the protector parts, which we might want to check back in with, are the ones that perhaps are afraid of that power.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't think Humility, the dust alien, is afraid.
We can find out. We can check back in.
She seems stoked about this so far.
Awesome. And what about, that initial kind of hand-wringing, no, anxiety, tension?
That was her before.
Okay.
She believed all those things.
Okay.
That's the sense that I get.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I feel complete in this.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That was cool.
Okay. Let me know how it goes. Stay in touch with her.
Okay, I will.
I'll open up the calendar soon and would love to check back in.
Me too. Thank you so much.
Okay. Have a good night.
You too, James.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Do you want to help bring more self-energy to the world? If you'd like to participate in calls or help out with this project in any way, I'd love to hear your ideas. Join the Discord server or contact me at james@liveifs.com. A huge thanks to our audio engineer, Yvonne, for your care and diligence in editing the calls. To every caller for your courage in sharing some of your parts. And to anyone out there getting to know their internal system, keep going. Who knows? That might be the most selfless, helpful thing you can do for others, and you're the only one who can do it. If you'd like to see us reach the largest audience, we must please the almighty suggestion algorithms at iTunes and YouTube. And they don't care about the power of IFS. They're looking for likes and shares and comments, and the sooner the better. Follow the links in the show notes right here in your podcast player to make your wishes known. And now, a minute of meditation. Or if you prefer, pull over. You can do it in 60 seconds. Just click one of those links. They're right there, and give us a like or a 5-star rating. It would really help. If you think this project is helping people, you're helping people by sharing it. Thank you.